Cool. Thanks, everyone. This is an image from the James Webb Space Telescope taken recently. And it's of a piece of sky about the size of a sand grain held at arm's length. Tiny, tiny piece of sky. And in that tiny piece of sky, there's billions of galaxies and stars. Astronomy is this field that stretches our mind. It's also a field that brought together my wife Carolina and I. Talk about the scientific, the societal impact of science. But it was really the universe that brought us together. I grew up barefoot on a sugarcane farm. She grew up skiing in the Alps. What a love story we've had. Throughout, we shared this love for our work, for science, for development. In fact, it started with early childhood development, as was mentioned earlier. We fell deeply in love even before we cared to admit it. In fact, when we told people at the end, all our colleagues said, obviously you guys are together. She moved to South Africa in 2010. Thanks for mentioning that today is the anniversary of Nelson Mandela's death. We were married in 2011 on the anniversary of his release from prison because of the significance to us. And our kids came out of this love. Work-wise, even our contributions to the ISC, we did it in partnership. We were the epitome of the whole being greater than the sum of the parts. Carolina passed away 3 weeks ago after almost 5 years after being diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. This is the last picture taken of our family. And she never lost her smile. And all the tributes that we received from all around the world, people didn't just talk about her work, they spoke about the person she was, how she brought love and kindness. And I said at the funeral, she never really lost this battle with cancer because she never lost her smile. She never lost her kindness. She never lost her humanity. And love saw us through where science did not. Science never found a cure. She has an impressive CV. She studied physics at EPFL, PhD in Cambridge. She worked in international project management in the tech industry as an associate professor at UWC. But she knew the different work environments. She knew the challenges faced by women in science. And it's sometimes really harsh environment and unwelcoming. But she always approached it with love and kindness. Because without love, our science and the impact of our science, it's nothing but numbers. The scientific endeavors, science itself, is just a cold act of if we had more love, if we created an environment with love and kindness, if we treated our students better, then maybe it would feel welcoming for everyone. If science was driven by love, then the societal impact will be obvious because we would do it for the people we love, and we would do it in spite of the obstacles that were put in our way. And before you think this is the ramblings of a broken-hearted man, read all the documents again. Listen to all the talks again about the international science, about the global voice, and add to that, do it with love, with kindness, with care. If we showed more care, then maybe the world would see Africa differently. Maybe they would listen to Africa's voice differently. That we would be seen for our potential, for our people, more than the statistics. Kelly used to say the love we give goes beyond the people we give it to. Maybe that's what science needs. Science can do a lot on its own. But with love can be the wings that science needs, that we all need on this planet. Because sometimes we get so focused on developing minds that we forget to develop hearts. And it's hearts that drive us. How much do you feel? How much kindness do you give in your environment? Maybe what we need is a marriage between science and love, between knowledge and caring. Because when love moves people move mountains. And scientists are people too.